Hi, I'm Susan from Sunrise Quilt Studio. Today I wanted to show you something that I've been playing around with for this quilt. This quilt is loaded on the machine now. This is the Snowball Quilt that I did a video on drawing out designs with the plastic overlay. And I was having trouble deciding what pattern I wanted to quilt in it. So I decided to make some paper forms of the pattern. And this is something that I just drew on a Word document. I opened up a Word document in my computer and inserted some shapes, and I chose the circles, and then I laid them out how I wanted them so that they would represent the quilt pattern. And after I got the circles in, then I inserted lines. And you just go into your shapes file and select the line, and then click here, drag, and then let go here. And then I copied that line 3 times and then dragged and dropped them into place, and did the same for these lines here. So here is a paper pattern of this quilt layout. So first thing I did was I had first drew this out on the computer. I forgot to drag the line all the way across. I just did it in the circles, so these are hand drawn in here. But I started playing around with different designs, and one of the things that I was having problems with was when I was doing the plastic overlay, it gave me a good idea of what it was going to look like on the quilt, but it was difficult to remember from one design to the next what I had done. So one way you can do that is to use your camera on your phone and take a picture of each design you do before you erase it off and then do another design. But I hadn't done that since I was videotaping. So I played around and I came up with quite a few more designs, and you can see them here. There's a pretty good variety. Some of them have fills in it, like here. There's a herringbone fill in here. And this is one of the designs I had drawn, but I decided to add this little loop here. This is the one with the petals that go all the way around. And with the hearts, I decided to add a smaller heart in the center of each one of the larger hearts. And then the others are designs that I was just playing around with and came up with a couple of different things. And these are the petals that are echoed. And then these are just reversed curves. They're reversed from the outside of the circle to make a petal on the outside, and then just add an extra one in here. And if I would do that on the quilt here, I may put in more lines or put something extra here in the center, come up with something different. And then here's the swirls that I had shown. Here's another one with just 3, I made the 3 radiating lines, and then decided to do fill in the center. And on this one I went ahead and drew the Greek key design in the alternate spaces here, in the background spaces. So I think this is what I'm going to go with, and I believe for the circles I'm going to do this. It'll have the petal along the seam lines, and then it'll come out with this little kind of a bell-shaped design here. I think it'll go fairly quickly, and I think it'll look pretty good in this quilt. It won't look too far off from the tradition of this quilt, the 1930s look. So hopefully I'll get around to quilting this tomorrow. This has been on the machine for 2 days, but I had kind of a long day on Wednesday and Thursday, so I wasn't able to get around to it. And then today we had a birthday celebration for my husband's birthday, so I didn't get around to doing any quilting today either. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get something done, and I will show you some video of that. So if you need some help, extra help like I did, trying to figure out what design to do, try opening your Word program and creating your quilt design in that. You can use your shapes feature and come up with all the different, any shape that you can think of would fit in here. and maybe someday I'll figure out how to show that on video and we can play around with that, but at the moment I don't know how to do that. So this is what I've got, and I like these designs. I'm pretty happy with how they turned out, and I think we'll just stick with the Greek key in this design here. I'll have to come up with a name with it. I don't know what I'll name it, and we'll see how that looks. So that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and thanks for watching.